obstruct, delay, deny. But the president claims the kind of oversight that he's facing never happened to President Obama. Is that true? As John Avalon is about to tell us in our reality check, he's going to look into it.
So Donald Trump is definitely building a wall, but this one seems to be around his administration. Yes, 1 week after the redacted Mueller report was released, it's become clear that stonewalling is Donald Trump's strategy for dealing with Democrats going forward. In the past week alone, Trump has sued to stop the release of his financial records, tried to block the testimony of his former White House counsel, Don McGahn, prevent a White House security director from testifying about why some 25 staffers were giving security clearances despite earlier denials, including Jared Kushner. And his Justice Department even ordered the head of the Civil Rights Division to refuse a subpoena on the census citizenship question 1 day after the case went to the Supreme Court. Team Trump has refused a flurry of subpoenas, and the president's lawyers have tried to justify the move by saying Democrats have declared all war against the president. So it looks like total obstruction will be the way forward until Election Day 2020. Congratulations, everybody. It's an extension of Trump's advice from his old mentor, Roy Cohn, who first found infamy as a lawyer for Joe McCarthy and then the mob. Always attack, never defend. But Trump likes his attacks to come with a victim card, so he's vetted his POV very clearly. Quote, never happened before. Unlimited presidential harassment. The Republicans never did this to President Obama. About that one. So we all know history is not the president's thing, but this is really recent history. In the last 6 years of Obama's term, there were at least 5 Republican congressional investigations conducted over 10 different committees. Things like Cylinder Solar Company, the gun tracking scheme known as Fast and Furious, alleged political bias at the IRS, the Benghazi hearings, and the very flawed rollout of the healthcare.gov site. All of these were pumped up on conservative media, but none of them were in the same universe as a hostile foreign power interfering with an election to help a particular candidate. Yes, it's true that Republicans never had to sue to get Barack Obama's tax information, but that's because he turned it over, like every other president since Nixon, except Trump. But there's at least one Republican victory from those years that's directly relevant. So during the Fast and Furious hearings, the Obama Justice Department decided to Heisman the GOP's subpoenas for documents, citing executive privilege. They went to court, and Judge Amy Berman Jackson, who's overseeing the Roger Stone case, denied the Obama administration's claims. Look, situational ethics are the way of Washington, but it didn't always used to be this way. The unilateral subpoena powers that House Democrats are using today were first put into effect by, you guessed it, Republicans during the Clinton era. That's when Republican Dan Burton weaponized the House Oversight Committee to go after Clinton, issuing more than 1,000 unilateral subpoenas over 5 years. In 2015, Republicans expanded unilateral subpoena power. Now 14 committee chairmen can do it. Keep in mind that after all those investigations, President Obama left office with the only administration in the last 50 years to have no senior members of its staff indicted or convicted of a crime. Fact matter. Perspective is needed. And we're being set up for an epic clash between the balance of powers. The Donald Trump stonewalling strategy may meet defeat in the courts, but in the meantime, his hope is to stall for time, claim unprecedented presidential harassment, and hope that if he wins re-election, the statute of limitations for any possible crimes will have run out by the time